If I wanted to drop stubborn body fat, build lean muscle, improve my health, and get in the best shape of my life in a year, these are the 25 things that I would be focusing on. Let's get it. What's going on, and happy new year. My name is Montel Hardin, personal trainer, strength and conditioning and sports nutrition coach since 2017. Over that time, we've worked with hundreds of men and women, helping them get in the best shape of their lives. And one of the big ways we do that is setting the tone, setting the intention, and helping them figure out how to dive into their year successfully. A lot of people set New Year's resolutions around their health, around their fitness, around weight loss, whatever the case may be, but very few actually follow through with it and do anything meaningful. Last year, 76% of our clients hit 3 or more workouts per week. 78% of them weighed in lower at the end of 2024 than they did at the beginning of 2024. And for those that we had the data on, every single one improved blood pressure, A1C, cholesterol, and body fat percentage. So we got the sauce when it comes to figuring out what the most important things are for getting your body and health where you need it to be. First off is to say no to more things. A lot of times you're just simply too busy to get in shape and to prioritize your health because you keep saying yes to everything that comes up, every ask that somebody gives you, every opportunity that looks like an opportunity you're saying yes to. If you say no more, you'll have a more clear calendar to where you can actually prioritize yourself, because everything you're saying yes to is going to serve somebody else in some way, shape, or form. And a lot of times you just got to take some of your time back for yourself. Number 2 is to limit alcohol to celebrations only. Obviously, we know all the negative effects of alcohol and how it impacts your body from a health perspective and a body composition perspective. So a good thing to do would be to wait till a graduation or a wedding, Super Bowl or something like that before you throw back an alcoholic beverage. This will limit you to 3 to 4 times a year. You still get the enjoyment, but at the same time, it's not something that you're doing every day. And it's definitely not something that you're doing to get rid of the negative emotions like a stressful day at work or stressful rough patch in a relationship or whatever. You definitely want to make sure that you limit it to only positive occasions. Number 3 is to get 30 minutes of fresh air and sunlight per day. We thrive on this sunlight and fresh air. That's essential for us as humans. And a lot of times you're sitting in an office or you're working at home and you're commuting to and from work. Like, you might go outside for a couple of seconds here, a couple of seconds there, but like you're not really basking in the sunlight. You're not really breathing in the fresh air. It's extremely important that you get that in if you want to get healthier this year. Number 4 is to plan your meals 24 hours in advance. I like to always be a day ahead of my eating, and it's something I tell my clients to do as well, because it gives you the ability to plan out, okay, cool, I've got this meeting going on tomorrow. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be there. What can I eat that's going to get me closer to my goals? Just being able to think through that process. You don't even have to cook it right then and there, but if you just stopped to think about it, you're going to go in and you're going to make way better decisions. 5 is to lift weights 2 to 3 days per week minimum. You want to hit every single muscle group in your body at least 2 times, preferably 3 times. You do this, you're going to maintain and or build lean muscle as you go through your fat loss phase, as you improve your health. And that's what's going to keep your metabolism humming. That's what's going to get your energy higher as you lose weight. And what's overall going to make you the healthiest version of yourself. Number 6 is to eat a fruit and a vegetable at least 1 time per day. The fiber content and the antioxidant content that you're going to get from these fruits and vegetables is key. And that's something that a lot of us are not eating these days. We're eating a lot of processed crap. We're eating a lot of junk, and adding fruits and vegetables to your diet, just like the old folks used to say, is exactly what you need to get healthy. Number 7 is to start setting hard cutoff times for work. I'm preaching to the choir on this one. This is something that I need to work better with in 2025. But if you can create clear distinctions, especially if you work from home or if you own a business where it's like hard to really turn it off, if you can set a clear, like, hey, I'm done at 6 p.m. and I want my wife to hold me accountable, my husband to hold me accountable, I want my kids to hold me accountable, I want my friends to hold me accountable. Like, seek accountability around that. It's going to lower your stress a whole lot, and it's going to actually make you more productive, because now work isn't like this huge thing that expands to all the time that you have in a day. You know that if you have a hard cutoff at 6, you know that you have to be done by 6, and you're much more likely to plow through instead of doing a lot of busy work or maybe getting distracted. So set that hard cutoff time for work. I promise it's going to be a game changer. Number 8 is daily gratitude and devotional to start your day. Whether you are religious or not, which I am, I'm a Christian. So I do a devotional every single morning, and it's been extremely helpful and beneficial for me. But even if you're not, you can do simple gratitude. I'm sure there are things that you are grateful for within your life, your family, your career, your roof over your head, your clothes on your back, whatever the case may be. You've got something that you can be grateful for. And I promise you, if you go into the day kind of reinforcing the things that you actually have gratitude for before the world hits you and tells you what you don't have and what you need to get and what you need to work on, you'll just go into everything with a completely different mindset and intention. And that's going to make you healthier as well. Number 11, use less social media. You know, the irony of this with me posting on a social media site, but constantly being inundated with everybody's thoughts and constant information is not the way that we were designed to learn. It's not the way that we were designed to communicate. And a lot of times it can just overload you and honestly either paralyze you, or you just end up spending so much time on social media that you don't get that workout in, or you don't prep the meal that you need to, or you don't spend time with your kids or your spouse the way that you would like, or you don't finish up a project on time. I believe that social media should be used directly to learn a specific thing, and then it should be used to connect, and maybe a little bit of time spent kind of as comic relief and, you know, joking around and all that stuff. But once social media becomes something that you walk away from the screen and you're upset about, or you start bringing these hypothetical scenarios into your personal relationships and it starts creating strife and animosity based on what you're seeing on social media, I think that you need to try to limit that significantly. Or if you're looking at Instagram fitness influencers and you're being discouraged by how jacked they are or how in shape they are, and like you're just looking at it and you feel like you're so far behind or whatever the case may be, once it becomes a negative, it's time to really throttle back on it and try to even eliminate it if you can. So that's my thoughts on social media. Number 11 is to spend more time with your spouse and kids, more interrupted time without the phone screen, without thinking about work, without watching TV. Like really just get to truly know the people in your house, because we all change. You can live with somebody for years and years and they can still undergo drastic change. They can completely change their opinions or their viewpoints. And obviously kids grow up every single day in monumental ways. And I think that really being in tune with what's going on with the people in your house will also make you a healthier, happier person. And it's going to make it much more likely that everybody's going to be in lockstep when it comes to improving their health in the household. 12 is to drink 70 to 100 ounces of water per day. You need to be hydrated in order to have the energy to get a workout in and then metabolize fat cells. So drink water. 13 is to put your workout on the calendar. Anything important that you have in your life, you've put it on the calendar, you've documented it, you've written it down, and you made sure that you won't miss it. As soon as you start treating your workouts that way, I guarantee you'll be more consistent. Think protein first in every meal. The vast majority of people are protein deficient. This just happens to be the nutrient that helps you build and maintain lean muscle, and it keeps you fuller for longer during a fat loss phase, which is extremely important because you're not going to be raiding the pantry and constantly thinking about food, because you're going to be fuller on a lower caloric intake. So get your protein in. It is key. 1 gram per pound of goal body weight. So if you're 200 pounds and you want to be 150 pounds, eat 150 grams of protein per day. 15, try to cook your own meals more. When you cook things yourself, you know exactly what's in it. You're able to have the exact portions that you know you need. And it's just 9 times out of 10 going to be a healthier option. It's probably not going to have been frozen. It's probably not going to be completely loaded with sugar or salt or seed oils. Like you're going to be able to cook with all the ingredients that you want. And you can make a really healthy version of a takeout option that you really enjoy and really have fun with kind of healthifying a lot of the recipes that you go out and get. Number 16 is no screens 30 minutes before bed. Your body needs the signal that it's nighttime and it's time to go to sleep. If you've got a flashing light in your face the entire time, that's sending a signal to the body that it's, you have to stay awake. You have to stay awake. It's still daytime. It's still daytime. It's still daytime. That's the reason that it gets light in the morning and we wake up, and then it gets dark at night and we get sleepy. Our body runs on these circadian rhythms, and the phone in your face really disrupts that. So at least 30 minutes before bed, try to put it away and let yourself ease into sleep in a dark, cool room. Number 17 is to actually set a bedtime for yourself. Just like your kids, if they stay up way too late and they don't get enough sleep, you know they're going to be cranky and tired and sluggish in the morning, or if they skip a nap, same concept. You want to make sure that you're setting an appropriate bedtime for yourself, not just a wake time. A lot of people brag and boast about what time they wake up, but when you ask them what time they go to sleep, you realize they're sleeping like 4 or 5 hours a night. Very, very hard to improve your metabolism, to regulate blood pressure, to improve insulin sensitivity, to build up lean muscle, all of the things required to help you get the body and health you want. It's not going to happen in 4 or 5 hours of sleep. You need at least 6, preferably 7, and 8 is fantastic. 18, replace emotional eating with emotional walking. A lot of people lean to food when they're stressed, when they're anxious, mad, even when you're happy. So I actually want you to start doing something different. Anytime you feel the urge to go, I need something sweet, I need something salty, oh, I'm so upset, I'm just take a walk around the block, take a walk around the building. Replacing that, not only are you not getting in the low quality food, but you're also now getting in movement, which is going to help you think clearer. It's going to improve your energy levels. It's going to burn a few calories. You're going to be a much better problem solver at the end of this if you can truly make this swap. 19, find support and accountability in your journey. Nothing great happens alone. You might be able to take a few steps forward yourself, but eventually you will hit a blind spot to where you can't figure out. You're too close to the situation to really know what the next move is or where you should go next. Having a coach or having a training partner or having just a community of people that you can truly lean on and let them know what's going on, not only in your health and fitness journey, but in your overall life, so that they can help you avoid the pitfalls, is going to be key. This is one of the biggest things that I feel has led to the success of clients in our team. Not only do they have me, they also have our entire private community give them tips, insights, motivation, uplifting them, and then let them know that they've been in the same situation as them, but they ultimately were able to kind of push past it. I think that's huge. And I think that we need accountability and we need community if we're going to get healthier as a people. That's something that I highly, highly recommend you go seek out. 20, get rid of anything that's providing negative stress that you can. You got this friend that they call you, and every time they call you, they just say things that, piss you off, and they make you get off the phone and you're like, I don't know why I talk to this person. Stop talking to them. And on a larger scale, if your job is the main source of your stress, start filling out those applications, start tweaking that resume, start getting the interviews. Like, you can only be stressed out for so long before your health starts to take a major hit. You got to be able to get rid of that stress at the root source. Like, you can have a glass of wine every night if you want to. You can even use something like working out to try to relieve your stress. But at the end of the day, the thing that is causing the stress will eventually have to be dealt with, or you're going to crack under the pressure. Number 21, swap sugary drinks for 0-calorie drinks. Now, I am not 100% sold on 0-calorie and low-calorie drinks. I feel like the jury's still out on it, but for now, we know what sugary drinks like Coke, Sprite, Pepsi, things, we know what that does. And that gets people's feet cut off, and it gets you strokes and heart disease and everything in between. So I'm gonna assume, and I'm gonna look at the data right now that we have and say that sugar-free drinks do not do that. So I think that they're a much better alternative. Number 2, stretch every hour during your workday. Every hour on the hour, as soon as it shifts, to stand up, get a little bit of light stretching in. That's going to promote blood flow to your extremities, to the rest of your body. It's going to give you the opportunity to continue to get up. And this is specifically if you work a very sedentary job where you could easily sit in a chair for 8 consecutive hours. Definitely want to make sure that you're getting up consistently. This is going to give you the energy that you need so that by the end of that workday, you're able to actually get up and even feel like doing a workout. So stretching is key. 23, check on the people that you care about in your life more. This is also one that I'm kind of saying to myself. We get so busy with our own personal lives and what we do in the day-to-day that we forget about, maybe close friends that we have. We forget about, our moms, our dads, our siblings, things like that. These people won't always be around. I don't think that you should take that for granted. I think that you should create more opportunities to check in on these people, let them know that you're thinking about them. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be a long drawn out conversation, but I think something where you're consistently checking in on 1 to 2 people every single day, and you'll also get checked in on more as well. Everybody's just sitting around waiting for somebody to care about them or for somebody to see how they are and see how they're doing. And if you can be the one to kind of extend that first, you'll realize that you create a culture where everybody is constantly checking in on you, seeing what you need, and you're going to start to feel a much closer knit community with the people in your life once you kind of start and get the ball rolling on this. Number 24 is to eat your meals without distractions. Stop scrolling on the phone and eating food. Stop watching TV and eating food. Really sit, stare at your plate, understand what it is that you're consuming, and take your time, actually chew your food thoroughly so that the body can digest it better. And just make sure that you actually give food the time and attention that it deserves. It's a huge part of your life. It's one of the biggest predictors and catalysts for your health. And you just want to make sure that you're actually paying attention to it, especially if you're in a place where you're not always making good decisions with food. Really looking your food in the eye, as I call it, is going to help you make better decisions, because you're not going to keep getting the fast food, drive through crap, or you're not going to keep eating the gas station snacks or whatever it is. Eventually you're going to make a better decision if you truly sit down and pay attention to what it is you're consuming. And then number 25, find an athletic hobby that you can do 1 to 2 times a week. I think this is what we're missing more than probably anything as adults, is just having fun doing something active together. I think we all have the perception that if you're not playing for a high school or for a college, that you just shouldn't be playing sports. I don't believe that at all, one bit. That is not how we used to be. We used to get outside and even just do simple things like throw the football or shoot basketball, around the neighborhood, go skating 1 to 2 times a week, golfing. Pickleball has become really popular now and currently. So there are plenty of things that you can do to get your body moving, to get active, but do it in a social way. And then also do it in a way that kind of lends itself to, hey, I need to work out and train more, and I need to stretch, and I need to do this and that because I want to be better at, tennis or Pilates, or I want to eat better. I need to lose a little bit of weight so that I can be more mobile for my softball league. Like, if you can start linking your health and fitness to like these athletic endeavors and really start trying to treat yourself athletically, you'll realize that you're going to build a healthy, fit, athletic physique without constantly having to obsess and think about it, because the competition and kind of the teamwork and camaraderie aspect is there for you. But that's it. 25 things you need to be doing in 2025 to get healthy and fit. Once again, Happy New Year. Very, very excited to be going into this year with you. If you haven't yet, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so that you don't miss any more uploads going forward. And if we've been connected for a while and you're like, you know what? I don't want to go into 2025 trying to guess my way through my health again. I want the exact game plan and blueprint to get me in the best shape of my life. Click the first link down in the description below. Take our transformation quiz, and we'll get all the info that we need to help you get in the best shape of your life. So that's it. That's all. And I will see you in the next one.